When we are born, we are at the most vulnerable part of our life. We can't speak, walk, and even be self-aware of our world. All we have is the attachment to our mother and father to guide us. As you have probably heard, humans are one of the only mammals in the animal kingdom to give birth to premature babies, and this is because of the size of our brains. If we were to give birth to a fully developed human, or at least fetus, it would not be able to pass through the birth canal, and so this was our way of overcoming that obstacle. But all animals use the same neurochemical pathway for attachment. This is the value motivation system of the dopaminergic pathway paired with vasopressin and the oxytocin neurotransmitters being implicated with caretaking and love. You see, attachment is our most primal and first experiences in this world, and perhaps the most vital to our survival. If our mothers lacked those neural pathways, we would be left alone and no one would hear our cries. Vice versa, if our brain doesn't develop or properly produce an attachment to our caretaker, we will not be able to conjure a response from them when we are hungry. More of this insight into the gravity of attachment during our development can be found in Gabor Maté in the realm of Hungry Ghost. Here, this MD lays out the implications that poor attachment has on the increased risk of developing a substance abuse disorder. As this attachment is our source of life, as we grow older, it becomes a source of hindrance to our maturation as autonomous individuals. The more you seek comfort in situations from your caregiver and not given the push to fend for yourself, you start to develop doubts about your capabilities and have low emotional regulatory skills. Of course, I am speaking in general terms. The point still stands that all your attachments are branches of that main trunk attachment you had with your caregiver. Depending on the strength of that connection and your caregiver's ability to push you from it and allow you to search for your independence will lay the foundation for your ability to let go. Letting go seems to be a struggle for the people of our time. Due to the materialism rooted in our zeitgeist, our minds see mostly things we own with high value rather than realizing they are merely things we are attached to, and that is why we have high value for them. Once we start to mind our attachments with the fact that they all use the same neural pathway that gives way for our first relationship from which we thrive, then we can see allowing mere objects and people to control that pathway could be detrimental to our growth and health. By letting go, I do not mean let go of your responsibilities or letting go of your meaning to life. Specifically, letting go of that which limits your capability of becoming your potential is what will liberate your mind from many depressive and cynical mindsets. Many of us have just come into the realm where we can truly self-reflect and search through the reasons why we are who we are. It comes to no surprise, many of our habits, personalities, and beliefs are internal outcomes produced by the neurodevelopmental structure reacting to our external stimuli growing up. We emerged and grew out into this world being fed by our environment. But the beauty of having our large cortex is that we can use our consciousness to update the underlying structure that most of us are unaware of. Therefore, letting go is akin to chiseling a large marble rock to make the masterpiece you see fit. To rid all your attachments to the external world and give back that control and care to yourself first so that you can become your own caregiver. Then if everything is taken from you or tragedy falls into your reality, the secure attachment to your innermost self can ameliorate the suffering and make you resilient. Once we come into a trusting relationship with ourselves, where mind and body act simultaneously, then we can enter a dance with that which is attached to us, rather than allowing those attachments to drag us to a place we never envisioned in the first place. In a way, many of us seek to stimulate the part of our brain that generates euphoria or comfort that used to be the duty of our caregiver. As we grow up, we slowly start to replace our caregiver with pseudo-mothers, such as substances, habits, behaviors, and friends that replicate that feeling. In reality, we should reach that feeling through overcoming obstacles and reaching our goals, but simultaneously letting go of our pseudo-mothers. Obviously, you can't be 100% free of external stimulation of that euphoric center. But striking a balance between your internal locus of control and your external inhibitions will allow you to become your own caregiver and nourisher of life. Now that you see the importance of where your attachments lie, now you can truly self-reflect on which attachments benefit you or which ones contradict who you're trying to become. And with that, you can change your life for the better. Thank you.